Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Monday Night Raw results, Superstar spoilers, birthdays, and whatever else in wrestling they have found upon this past week. Happy birthday goes to former UFC champion and occasional pro wrestler Tim Sylvia, turned 40 years old on Saturday. On the 5th. On the 6th, David Flair turned 37 years old, while Val Venus Penis turned 45. And Mr. Anderson turned 40 years old. Also, Steve Armstrong, brother of Road Dogg, turned 52. Killer Khan on Sunday turned 69. His real name, Masashi Asawa. Well, again, he turned 69 on Sunday. Chad Wicks turned 38 on Sunday. Also worked as Chad Tolan and Chad Dick in WWE. Bruce Pritchard on the 7th turned 53. Charlie Buck, who worked as Major Guns in WCW, turned 44. Craig the Pitbull Pittman turned 57 on Monday. Wrestling legend Hayabusa passed away this past week at the age of 47. WWE issued a statement on his passing. As WWE is saddened to learn of his passing of Aiji Izaki, better known to fans around the world as Hayabusa. At the age of 47, an innovative high flyer who helped inspire a generation of superstars, the mysterious masked Hayabusa was known for throwing caution to the wind. Izaki created daring moves like the Phoenix Splash, which to this day can be seen in the repertoire of Daredevil competitors, including former WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. A major star in Japan in the mid-1990s, Hayabusa also competed in one major American match, teaming with Jinsei Shinzaki, better known as Hakushi, in WWE, in a losing effort against Sabu and Rob Van Dam at ECW's Heatwave in 1998. Although his career was cut short by injury in 2001, Izaki never strayed from the industry, where he continued to impart his knowledge. WWE extends his condolences to Izaki's family, friends, and fans, and I do the same. Summer Rae and Xaviar Woods play Barbie video game on the Up Up Down Down channel. Posting the link for you. Who's the better girl, I guess? Okay, March 12th Roadblock Special is currently scheduled to be a 3-hour broadcast on the WWE Network. According to the WWE Network schedule, the event starts at 8 p.m. and we'll have the live on their site, and I'll give the results as soon as I can get them. It should be noted that Rich Coliseum has the show starting at 7:30 and ending at 10:30 p.m. Well, don't know if they're going to have any pre-show matches or whatever. Open the doors or whatever for fans to buy merchandise or whatever. Emma suffered a stinger and may have been knocked out for a second after taking a kick to the head from Asuka in the opener of last night's WWE Live event from Cleveland on Friday night. The match ended by referee stoppage as seen below, seen in the picture. Emma versus Asuka at Friday's NXT Live event in Cleveland was stopped by the referee when Asuka knocked Emma down with a stiff kick. There was concern that she may have been legitimately knocked out for a second. Well, F4W Online reports that Emma was hurt by the kick, but not badly enough to take her out of complete action, and she is not expected to miss any ring time. It was also said that Emma probably could have finished the match, but WWE referees are very cautious these days. Emma wrestled at the Arnold Classic against NXT Women's Champion Bayley, and she tweeted the following: "At Emma WWE, thanks for the concern. Back to doing what I do best today. At Arnold Sports, no one's going to take my spotlight." Another injury on Friday night. Charlotte in Minneapolis. Her match with Becky Lynch was stopped after about 2 minutes when Lynch hit Charlotte in the face with a knee. Charlotte started bleeding and was helped to the back by a referee. Becky was clearly concerned. It appeared that Charlotte had a broken nose and there was a large amount of blood left to clean up. And show you a photo of her nose or what have you. Divas champion Charlotte again suffered a broken nose, taken from the knee from Becky Lynch at Friday's live event from Minneapolis. On the main roster, there was a significant amount of blood coming out of Charlotte's nose, and Becky was legitimately concerned. Charlotte will not be missing any ring time as she's set to for the Saturday night, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, as she tweeted the following update. At MS Charlotte, WWE. Hey guys, everything is all good and looking forward to hashtag WWE Cedar Rapids on Saturday. And go to hashtag Do It With Flair. Russell Barnes posted a photo, lots of blood, comment on Twitter. Hashtag WWE Mini. Also, Sheamus joins the injury list as at Miss Charlotte WWE in the club after taking moonsault to the head. I'll show you a picture of Sheamus. There was another injury scare at Cleveland as Tommaso Ciampa appeared to suffer a shoulder injury after taking the shatter machine from NXT champions, the Revival, Dash and Dawson. SC Malo officials attended to Ciampa and helped him to the back. A team with Johnny Gargano in the match, but they did finish it. I forgot the video link or not. No word yet on how Ciampa is doing after suffering an apparent shoulder injury at Friday's NXT live event in Cleveland, but has not wrestled since. Ciampa appeared on Saturday and earlier at the Arnold Classic to sign autographs for fans, as was in good spirits, according to the correspondent. He has not tweeted since before the Cleveland show. As noted, Ciampa was injured after taking a shatter machine from NXT tag team champions Dash and Dawson. Ryback is booked to wrestle Alberto Del Rio and U.S. champion Kalisto and the Triple Threat at upcoming WWE Live events. Looks like they might pencil that in at WrestleMania as well. But for sure, Ryback versus Kalisto. Hall of Famer Ric Flair will be busy WrestleMania 32 Sunday as he's hosting a non-WWE pre-show party at Fishbone Grill and Sports Bar from 3 to 6 p.m. local time. The restaurant is right across the street from AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Tickets are $53.74, and there will be a live DJ, a tent, tables, a catered meal with beer, margarita, soda, water, and a cash bar. So, $53.74 does not include the beer. I won't be going. Fans can also purchase photos at Meet and Greet with Flair. After working security for several shows, the Ely twins, Gabriel and Uriel, made their WWE NXT Live event debut at last night's show in Sister Spring, Florida. They teamed with Angelo Dawkins in a losing effort against Patrick Clark, Rich Swann, and Kenneth Crawford. The brothers were signed with several other new recruits last year after training under Angel Armani at MIAW Wrestling in Milwaukee. Gabriel has done modeling work in the past, while Uriel was a former high school basketball standout in Birmingham, Alabama. They both appeared on Raw and SmackDown as extras in September 2014. And I'll show you some photos of their pictures. Ric Flair confirmed on the latest podcast that he will induct Sting into the WWE Hall of Fame during WrestleMania 32 weekend in Dallas next month. JBL and Ron Simmons will be inducting the Godfather into the Hall. And I'll give you an update on a physical Hall of Fame. But for this year, not. Regarding Fabian Freebird's induction, earlier that Michael P.S. Hayes has revealed that the son of Buddy Roberts and the son of Terry Gordy Ray Gordy, former WWE star Jesse, will speak at the induction ceremony on behalf of their late fathers. Hayes will not confirm that Kevin Von Erich will be inducted in the group, but did confirm that he will be there, adding the people will be happy with Kevin's involvement. Former rival Kevin Von Erich will also have some sort of involvement in their induction. He also stated on Twitter about that, but nothing more than that. He said he'd be there, but nothing mentioned about the thing. Michael Hayes mentioned it on the Ric Flair podcast that fellow fabulous Freebird Jimmy Garvin underwent shoulder surgery this past week. Noted before that Kevin Von Erich was scheduled to play some sort of role in the Freebirds induction next month. According to Michael Hayes, Von Erich tweeted the following about his role: "I can't comment on WrestleMania. I have no idea about content or inducting anyone. We only spoke twice." WWE plans for Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson have changed yet again. Officials originally wanted to bring the two to the NXT, but now they're scheduled for the main roster. Word is that former IWGP Tag Team Champions are scheduled to debut on the main roster around WrestleMania 32 time, but the feeling is that it will be after WrestleMania, not before. At one point, WWE wanted to debut them in March, but speculation is that they will debut after the biggest show of the year, but it still could happen, as Y2AJ is split up, as you will see in the results later in the show. Gallows and Anderson are set to use the Better Club name and logo, or perhaps a bulletproof name, has been teased recently. Obviously, this could indicate a main roster call-up for the NXT champion, Finn Balor, but that wasn't confirmed with an update on Gallows and Anderson. As for WWE superstar Shinsuke Nakamura's contract expiring in February of 2019, although Nakamura will make his debut on April 1st at the NXT TakeOver Dallas against Sami Zayn. Noted last week that AAA star Garza Jr., nephew to former WCW star and Mexican veteran Hector Garza, was attending a WWE tryout this month and will be bringing his brother with him. In a correction, his cousin Ultimo Ninja will be coming with him, not his brother. WWE has been looking for tall, athletic Mexican wrestlers, and Ultimo Ninja is 6 feet tall or higher. Give you a little bit more update on my SmackDown video. Shane McMahon and The Undertaker have been added to the March 28th Raw in Brooklyn, which will be the final show before WrestleMania 32. Advertised locally is the League of Nations and WWE Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Roman Reigns, and WWE and United States Champion Kalisto. Shane is now advertised for Monday's Raw in Chicago for March 14th. Raw in Pittsburgh, and March 28th Raw in Brooklyn. He is not being advertised for the March 21st Raw in Philadelphia. Rhino is running for a spot in the Michigan House of Representatives. He tweeted the following today earlier on Monday. It's official. I'm on the ballot for a state representative. Hope I make you proud, Dearborn, Michigan. Show you a picture. Yeah, he's wearing sporting a bow tie. Kind of looks more like a Rockstar Spud, as you can see in the picture. ECW original Rhino filed to run as state representative for his district in Dearborn, Michigan this past week. Rhino spoke to Alex Marvez of Fox Sports about his campaign and why he's running. You can read the full interview on Fox Sports. Rhino, who is running as a Republican, says he informed Vince McMahon of the decision backstage at Raw event in December. Rhino revealed in his recent Fox Sports interview that with Alex Marvez that he's close to finalizing a WWE Legends deal for merchandise and future appearances. I told Vince, I hope I make you proud. He said, you already have. He then followed up by saying, if there was anything WWE can do to help, let them know, or let us know. He didn't ask what party I was running for, this and that. McMahon's love for the country is just contagious. Rhino also said that he's not backing WWE Hall of Famer Donald Trump in the 2016 presidential election. He's backing Ohio Governor John Kasich. He said, I'm not sold on Donald Trump. I think a lot of people might identify me in this race with Donald Trump as a gimmick and this and that. No, helping people out is a passion of mine. I like Kasich because I think he will reach across the partisan aisle and work to get stuff done with give and take to make things happen to help people. Ronald says he will be running on a platform that includes improving teacher salaries, road construction, and more government accountability with tax dollars. He admitted his campaign which will be online soon at TerrenceGuidoGuerin.com. Will be grassroots and will rely on volunteers. He says he's proud of his wrestling accomplishments, but won't be surprised if his opponents try to use it against him. I don't think it will hurt me at all. I think candidates that run against me will try to make fun of it to discredit me so they can win the election, which is understandable. But I want to go out and discuss how we can make this state better, how we can make people's lives easier and educate the kids. Well, TMZ catches up with Mick Foley's daughter, Noelle Foley, who's a model. Noelle says the chances are high of her getting into WWE, but she's trying to get into modeling right now. She says she would do Playboy magazine, which no longer has nude photos. You can go to the link here on YouTube. Noelle also says that she'd be interested in doing work for WWE, as I commented about a month ago after that popping question. If WWE was to contact her, she would more than be grateful and accept their offer. But she hasn't had any talks with them, but something is in the works. They also talked to Noelle's boyfriend, known as Frank the WWE Clown, about how Mick and the family have been towards him. Hall of Famer Mick Foley is scheduled to return to Raw in the next few weeks for WrestleMania 32 angle as possibly a special referee. Could be in the Undertaker versus Shane McMahon match, but we'll find out. I was told that as of Tuesday, Foley was not booked for this Monday's Raw from Chicago, so he could appear on the March 14th show from Pittsburgh, the March 21st show from Philadelphia, or March 28th go-home show in Brooklyn. Probably that's the one that they will do. But it sounds like they will do the Pittsburgh show. Or Philly. The latter two. Earlier this week, Wrestling Observer newsletter said that Foley was booked to have some sort of role at WrestleMania. Speculation is that the Raw appearance will be used to set up the match that he has a non-wrestling role with. A match. Non-wrestling? Gotta be referee. Shooting the Breeze with Tyler Breeze, episode number 4. Heck, I didn't even know he had an account. So you can go to that and possibly get the first 3 episodes as well. It was believed that NXT superstar Hideo Itami would also be back in action by now, but he's still out with a shoulder injury. Itami has not wrestled since April 30th of last year. He tweeted the following yesterday, March 3rd, at Hideo Itami, how many opportunities I missed? But I'm not done yet. I will be back. Hashtag the sun will rise. Austin Aries makes his NXT debut. Finally, with a pic with Triple H. I'll show you right there for you. R-Truth revealed on Twitter that he will be performing his music at rapper Tech N9 Independence Powerhouse tour event in Dallas, Texas on Thursday, March 31st, the week of WrestleMania 32. Rey Mysterio fans recently had a chance to design a mask that he will wear when he faces Kurt Angle at March 20th, Your Fight Internet pay-per-view from the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. One lucky fan will be chosen to win an all-expense paid trip to the event. Ray will wear the mask design and let them walk to the ring with him. Fans can vote 6 different mask designs on Facebook at the link that the video has been pulled. As voting ends on Thursday at 11:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link that you can try to go to, I've tried to pull it up all week, and it's been pulled. I guess because Facebook doesn't allow contests, so I don't know. The Rock revealed on Instagram that David Hasselhoff will be joining the cast of the new Baywatch movie Rock is currently filming. Rock is actually playing Hasselhoff's character from the original show, lifeguard Mitch Buchanan. Rock posted a video of his phone conversation with the Hoff on Instagram.com/The Rock. Ty Dillinger returned to action at the NXT live event from Columbus, Ohio. Lost to Apollo Crews. Dillinger has been out of action since late January with a knee injury. And you can go to a video of that on Twitter.com/WWE NXT. Wrestling Observer newsletter stated that UFC fighter and current Evolve star Matt Riddle was expected to start with NXT soon, as he recently met with Triple H. WWN Live, parent company of Evolve, adjusted reports with this alert in their newsletter on Monday. Matt Riddle has been the subject of many rumors in the past week, including what was reported in this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter. What we do know is that when former UFC fighter confronted William Regal at Evolve 54 about WWE contract, Regal told him to focus on winning the Evolve title first. Riddle has made it clear in the past that he's seen Evolve as a stepping stone. Will they take that step by winning that Evolve title on March 19th? Riddle was expected to start with WWE in February of this year. WWE actually helped Riddle get the job with Evolve. Riddle recently met with Triple H and now is expected to be working in NXT very soon. Riddle is not scheduled for WWE Global Cruiserweight Series, as he weighs more than 205 pounds. Heck, if I get a trial, can I get it? A recent episode of Talk of Jericho featured Chris Jericho talking to former WWE Tag Team Champions Edge and Christian. You can download the full episode. Talk of Jericho. Find it on the podcast. I didn't get the link. After discussing Daniel Bryan's WWE retirement and Edge's departure, Christian noted that he hasn't technically retired and has never had a sit-down conversation with WWE about his in-ring future. However, Christian said that he has come to terms with the fact that he's probably done wrestling for the rest of his life. Later in the podcast, they discussed their new WWE Network show, The Edge of Christian Show, that totally reeks of awesomeness. And said that Kevin Dunn approached them about doing the show shortly after the podcast with Steve Austin on the network. They were interested, but didn't want to do just another Talking Hate magazine show, and wanted the show to be more part Key and Peele, part Tosh.0, and part Saturday Night Live. They knew if they could get Vince McMahon involved and get the stamp of approval, that it would be a hit. Vince was scheduled to arrive for the filming of the first episode at 11 a.m. and arrived on time. When did you do whatever he was asked? Edge said, Vince told us it was our show and everything was up to us. Check out the full interview at this link again on that one. So I did get that for you. AJ Styles noted on Twitter that his springboard forearm is finishing matches and asked fans for some name suggestions. Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks responded at AJ Styles.org. The springboard forearm is finishing matches. It needs a name. What should we call it? Well, at Matt Jackson 13 says AJ Styles.org, the Bucks toss here. The Forever Young Bucks Flying Forearm. Or the link. Either of those. The link is ProWrestlingTees.com/Young Bucks. Santino Marella's daughter, Bianca Sophia, is doing some announcing work for his Battle Arts Pro Wrestling shows in Canada. Santino posted a photo of the former Miss Teen Canada World Pageant winner, who currently does some acting and modeling. Our ring announcer at the Battlestar Academy, BAA Pro Wrestling Show is none other than my baby girl, Bianca Sophia. She's not quite ready yet, but soon she will be. Ready for WWE? Instagram.com, The Milan Miracle. According to multiple correspondents at Sunday's live event in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Big Show may also have suffered a knee injury. During Big Show's match with Dolph Ziggler against Braun Strowman and Luke Harper, Show laid bad on his knee, but was still able to finish the match. After the match, Show was seen talking about the injury to Ziggler in the corner. Both looked concerned. Show left the ring under the bottom rope and went straight up the ramp to the back while Ziggler celebrated with fans at ringside after the match. While the possible Show was just selling the match, both correspondents said that they noted to be more than that. It appears that Dolph Ziggler could have been instructed to delete a tweet earlier this afternoon by WWE officials. Ziggler mentioned that Shane McMahon making the Authority relevant again and how he helped Team Canada defeat Team Authority at Survivor Series 2014 in a tweet that had now been deleted. I'll show you a picture of that. Also tweeted after deletion at Heel Ziggler. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Wrestling Observer newsletter stated that WWE will be adding a multiple-person match to WrestleMania 32, likely involving Kevin Owens defending his IC title. WWE is teasing 4 possible opponents for Owens at WrestleMania 32, following was posted in a Raw preview. Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens on SmackDown that doesn't yet have an opponent to challenge for his title at WrestleMania with strong contender Dean Ambrose's attention pulled in the direction of Triple H's World Heavyweight Championship. The field seemed wide open now. After both Dolph Ziggler and The Miz upped their game and traded swift victories in the past week, we will see the show-off or the bearer of the moneymaker challenge Owens to the showcase of the Immortals. Might the prizefighter's recent adversary Big Show bring the rivalry to the greatest stage of them all? Or will it be a more unorthodox foe like Stardust? Perhaps WrestleMania Intercontinental title picture will begin to materialize on Raw. Didn't see anything on Raw, so maybe later. WWE released a special edition of the monthly magazine for WrestleMania 32 with a cover featuring Triple H, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, Charlotte, Dean Ambrose, and The New Day. Inside the magazine, they revealed 2 more inductees for the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2016. None other than Stanley Hansen and Jacqueline Moore. As I stated a couple weeks back, Jacqueline Moore, for sure, don't know if I did anything about Stan Hansen. Being that Stan Hansen is from Texas, Jacqueline also, as Miss Jacqueline's WC World Class character was Miss Texas. Pre-show notes for Raw. Booker had seemed to take offense on Scott Stanford, referring to him as G.I. Bro during a Raw pre-show introduction on the WWE Network. Booker mentioned that he would talk to Stanford about it later and still seemed uncomfortable several minutes later. G.I. Bro was the first gimmick Booker ever had and used years ago when he broke into the wrestling business. Superstars. Someone cued Lillian to come out too early. Oops. Opening match was Ryder versus Miz. Crowd finally firmly behind Ryder. Show you a picture. Miz won in about 5 minutes. Solid stuff for Superstars. Usos defeated the Ascension in the shocker of the century to close out Superstars. I'll also show you a picture of that. Raw opens up with a video highlight of the recent history between the Man and The Undertaker. Here comes the money! Music. Strange music. Happens all as he makes his way down the ring. I joined in the thing about 8 minutes into the show when Shane was already in the ring. Not much into it. Shane cut a promo on Vince, calling him, I did catch this, egomaniacal, miserable old bastard. He says that Vince has lost touch with his fans and with Shane. Shane says he doesn't know how yet, but he will defeat The Undertaker and fulfill his legacy by taking over Monday Night Raw. Gong, lights go out for The Undertaker, but it's fake out. They come back on, and Vince McMahon's music hits, and the chairman struts out on the stage doing his power walk. Vince cuts a promo on Shane and gets lots of CM Punk and what chants from the Chicago crowd. Vince takes a photo of him and a young Shane that he brought from his office, throws it down, stomps on it, breaks the glass. Vince tells security, kick out Shane. A couple of members of Vince's security comes out, hits the ring. Shane warns them, don't touch him. And then he starts laying him out with punches and knees, as his Muay Thai training there. He didn't do him full strength, because if he did, he would sure to kick crack out and probably killed him. Shane eventually made his way to the back voluntarily. As seen on the Raw opener, Shane McMahon mentioned how people who have talent but never got a shot will get chances if he takes control of Raw. And Emma responded with a tweet during that segment. At Emma WWE, it sure is nice to be acknowledged. And Shane McMahon finally going to give people with talent a chance. I'm ready. Kevin Owens defeated Neville. Owens took control early on. Mocked Neville's British accent. Neville puts his knees up to block a senton bomb and comes back. Neville throws Kevin Owens to the outside. Hits a shooting star press from the top rope. All the way down onto Owens on the ringside floor. Back inside the ring, Neville hits a standing shooting star press. In the middle of the ring for a 2 count. Owens eventually rolls up Neville with a small package. Roll up out of nowhere for the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was within like 10 seconds after that. No selling. Owens jumped Neville from behind after the bell. After the match, Owens goes to give Neville a power driver on the outside. But the surprise of the evening, Sami Zayn runs out for the save. The big announcement, whatever WWE was saying. Neville and Zayn high five in the ring as Owens sells his bidding and walks to the back. And that match is set up for this coming Saturday's Roadblock pay-per-view on the network. Backstage, Stephanie McMahon reminds Dolph Ziggler that she's his boss. Ziggler mentions that if Shane wins at WrestleMania, she'll be out of power. Stephanie books him in a tag team elimination match against 3 members of the League of Nations tonight. He will get 0 partners on his team. Ziggler said he wouldn't have it any other way. Summer Rae defeated Brie Bella. Moments into the match, Lana's music hit and walked down to the ring. Summer uses a distraction to roll up Brie in a small package for the win. Lana gets up in the ring and jumps Brie after the match and delivers the X Factor. And that's her finisher. Dean Ambrose comes out to cut a promo on Triple H. Triple H's music hits and the World Heavyweight Champion comes out on the stage to interrupt. Triple H talks about why the title belt is going to stay with him as long as he wants. Ambrose tells Triple H to suck it. Triple H tells Ambrose he has to face Bray Wyatt later on in the show. Sheamus versus Wade Barrett versus Dolph Ziggler. Of course, the League of Nations win the match. The League beats down Ziggler in the opening moments. Ziggler managed to pin Barrett for the first elimination. I didn't see it, was so fast. Leaving him with just Sheamus and Rusev to deal with. Sheamus hits Bro Kick on Ziggler for the 1, 2, 3. Sasha and Becky Lynch defeated Naomi and Tamina. Sasha hit a backbreaker on Naomi and locked her in the bank statement for the tap-out victory. After the match, Charlotte run in, laid out Sasha and Becky. Not much more than that, setting up triple threat. Backstage, R-Truth delivers a Chicago deep dish pizza to Goldust. But Goldust declines and Mark Henry sneaks in and takes the pizza. Well, this was after they left the camera. Big E and Kofi Kingston defeated Chris Jericho and AJ Styles. As AJ Styles was coming back in the ring, Jericho and AJ took control early on. They sent both New Days outside. Back inside the ring, Big E took Kofi and again gained control over Jericho with the double team moves as AJ hits a moonsault reverse DDT on Kofi for the 2 count. Jericho goes for the codebreaker on Big E, but Big E reverses it into the Big Ending for the 1, 2, 3. After the match, Jericho lays out AJ Styles with 3 codebreakers. Kalisto defeated Tyler Breeze. Kalisto hits a Solido del Cell on Breeze off the turnbuckle. Second rope for the 1, 2, 3. Reporter said turnbuckle. I watched that match, and it was the second rope. Ryback defeated Curtis Axel, back and forth action between the two until Ryback turned the tides and pummeled Axel. Nails a shell shock for the 3 count. Backstage, Vince was on the phone when he's interrupted by Stephanie. They talk about Shane and how they're going to handle him. Heck, I could tell Vince was acting. It's on the phone. Vince tells her not to worry. I've got this. Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt ended into disqualification. Well, Dean Ambrose won. Wyatt got a lot of offense early on the outside. Wyatt gives Ambrose a rock bottom into the guardrail, and Ambrose falls to the floor. Back in the ring, Ambrose managed to come back, but the Wyatt family interferes and beat down Ambrose. After the Wyatt family beat down Ambrose, Triple H music hits, and he makes his way down to the ring. They do a stare down. Wyatt and Triple H have a stare down before Wyatt and his crew leave the ring. Triple H prepares for a beat down on Ambrose, but Ambrose pops up, hits Dirty Deeds on the game. Time to play the Dirty Deeds. Time to play the Dirty Deeds. Ambrose holds up the WWE Championship as Raw goes off the air. Well, after it goes off the air, thanks to @B Tucker Torch, the Wyatts return to the ring to attack Dean Ambrose, leading to a roster-wide brawl. Didn't look like a roster-wide brawl because, well, they only announced a short few people. The Faces won the exchange, offer pizza to Stardust and clean house. R-Truth, pizza delivery hat ended up in the crowd. The reporter took a picture and took a pic with the hat. The dark segment after the Raw in Chicago, Wyatt family returned to the ring. World Heavyweight Champion Triple H made his exit. They attacked Dean Ambrose, leading to several superstars making their way out for a big brawl. Not the entire roster. Goldust, Jack Swagger, Mark Henry, Usos, United States Champion Kalisto, and Pizza Delivery Boy R-Truth cleared the ring of several heels and stood tall with Ambrose to celebrate. They all ate some of Truth's pizza to end the show. And that concludes my results for this week. Stay tuned for SmackDown coming up soon. If you didn't know, just call me brothers and sisters.